Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. And I say welcome back intentionally because this channel has been in existence for a while. However, I haven't been putting up content for a while now, but there are people that have been here since day one, and there are those that have caught up or managed to catch up with us along the way. But you guys have been here until this moment, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for hanging around even though I was not uploading content. Thank you for staying put and for believing in me. And for those that are going to be seeing this face for the first time, hi there, welcome. I'm glad you came across this video. I'm happy to have you here. I hope you stay. I hope you find what you're looking for, and I hope we become chommers for ever, because that is the whole point of this YouTube channel. Anyway, let me stop rambling. Let's get right into this video. Okay guys, so as I said before, this channel has been in existence for a while now, but I haven't been putting up content for so many reasons that if we were to get into them, it'll take a very long time. However, if I was asked to just give a very short reason as to why I haven't been able to put up content, or I haven't been putting up content, it'll be because I love sharing my story. I love sharing my story from the deepest parts of my heart. However, I don't believe that content for me is a calling, like creating content, like sitting behind the camera. I don't think that comes naturally for me, but because of the age that we find ourselves in order for me to share my story, then I have to be behind the camera. So sometimes getting behind the camera becomes less of a priority, and everything else take priority, because it's not something that I love doing. And I'm not saying that I hate doing it, but it's not something that I get excited about doing. Do I get excited about sharing my story? Yes, 100%. But do I get excited about sitting behind the camera? I don't think so. So for me to actually sit behind the camera and share my nuggets and share my knowledge and share my story, whatever objective would be for that day, it takes so much strength, and it takes for me to be very, very present in my body and in my mind to be able to share the right things. One thing I don't want to do with YouTube is to come up here and show up being the less authentic my less authentic self, because I respect YouTube so much, and I respect it because YouTube for me is such a safe space. It's a place where relationships here are really, really genuine. So I respect it to that extent that I can't show up when I know I am not going to show up at my best, or I'm not even feeling my best. Then I won't be able to deliver whatever it is that I would be wanting to deliver on that day. So to sum it up is that I just haven't been finding myself in a space where I could actually pull up the strength to sit behind the camera and share my story. So with that done, let's get into this video once again, because this is a more of an introductory video to update you guys who've been here, and to catch up the ones who are only joining now as to what's happening, why we are here, and what this channel is about. Okay, yeah, so initially when I started this channel, it was to share my story, and in sharing my story I was very intentional in personal development. I was very intentional in trying to find myself, in trying to build my confidence. It was a very, very intentional decision to start this channel, to talk about the things that I believed were making up the person that I was at that time, so that I can in the process create the person that I wanted to be. So it was a situation where I felt that so many of my experiences were coming together to build up the person that I was. And in order for me, because I didn't like that person at that time, in order for me to recreate a new identity, which would have meant to unlearn everything that I had learned to that point and to start learning new things, this was one of the things that I could have done, to sit down and talk about my story and talk to you guys about what I think and what has been happening to me, and in that way be able to be how can I put this, to be able to be almost like reframing my mind, almost rebuilding new narratives, almost re I was in search of my identity. That is actually what I was doing. I was in search of myself. I was in search of my confidence. I was in search of my self esteem. I was in search of my self worth. I was in search of who I was career wise. What did I want to do? So, this channel was initially created for that, to hear myself speak about my experiences, and in that, hear them. You know, when you hear something out loud, I feel like I believe for me, when I hear something loud, it's very different from when I'm actually thinking about it in my head. It when you hear it out loud, it allows room for you to scrutinize it and think about it and actually realize and see it for what it is, because you are hearing it, you are taking it in instead of having it in your head. That's, at least that's how it works with me, right? So initially, that is what the channel was for me to find my identity. So in that, I also wanted to document the growth. I wanted to document the personal development that would have been taking place. If you haven't noticed, I am giving you a task rather, to go and check my videos from my previous videos, because I believe even the last video was a year ago or 2 years ago. Go and watch that video and come back and watch this video, and you will see the difference in growth, in confidence, in everything. Really, there's been so much growth, and this channel initially was for that. As much as there was a huge gap in between where I couldn't film, the growth was still taking place. The personal the intentional personal development was still taking place. The growth career wise was still taking place. So this is me coming back now and saying the channel is still here, the growth is still going on, and now I am able to document it again. So we are starting again, and that is why we're here. I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this for everyone out there who needs a word of motivation, who needs to be reminded that we are not where we come from. We are not our past. We are not what we've been through. I'm documenting this for my children. I'm documenting this for generations to come, so that they will be able to see that our traumas don't determine where we end up. Yes, they will, for a certain extent, to a certain extent, determine how our lives are lived, but we get to a point where we actually get to decide whether we continue living the lives that our traumas framed for us, or we start building our own narratives. And this is why this channel was here. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not rambling. I missed this so much. I missed YouTube so much. I hope you guys miss me too, hey? I hope you miss me too. So I actually did write some of the questions to just guide this video, because I haven't done this in a long time and I didn't want to ramble, because if there's one thing I can do is ramble. I can ramble my whole life. So I wrote a little bit of notes so that I can to actually just guide the structure of this video. So I'm gonna be looking on the side so that I can remind myself where we are going. Where have I been? I've been around. I've been living. A lot has happened. Some of you might actually know me through my military wife content. I believe some people actually subscribe to this YouTube channel because of that military wife content. I am still a military wife. I am also, however, an aspiring psychologist. Things have happened and I've decided, I've made the decision not to take content on the military wife niche anymore, but rather focus on my daily life and my career. Especially, yes, I think the main focus for now would be my career, because I saw also on TikTok there's been so much interest in this career journey, and that is because I believe there isn't so much information available for the career journey that I am in, and I have taken it upon myself to also share my journey, just to add into that pool of knowledge, to help those that are coming, to help those that are behind us, because I would have also appreciated it if someone would have done what I am planning to do with my career journey, or what I have already started doing on TikTok. So I've been around, I've been parenting, I'm still a mother of three. There isn't any new kid on the block. you know. I'm still a mother of three, I'm still a military wife, I'm still a student. I think if there's anything that you guys probably still know is that I am still at school, and there is a phase that we are currently in terms of that, and we are preparing. And probably because I am also fascinated by the idea of vlogs, I am not a vlogger, but I think with the help of my husband, I might be able to vlog. So I am actually considering vlogging, like the preparations, getting ready, because those are the things that people actually want to see in terms of career, on my career side of things. So I am considering that. So that is one thing to expect. But more than anything, which is the one thing that I'm good at, what you can expect from this channel are these conversations, are my sit downs, and having vulnerable conversations with you guys that I believe would help in your personal development and also in mine. More than anything is sharing my story from my lens, from what I've learned, in the hopes that it helps someone else out there. Because what drives me really is the thought that if I had had someone like me, I believe I wouldn't have struggled or suffered the way that I did. So I am deciding to be that someone like me to someone else. Do you understand? I hope that makes sense. But basically, what I'm saying is that if I had had a big sister who is like me right now, and I was a child, I would have expected all these things from them. So because I didn't have that, and I'm speaking about that figuratively, not, it's not, please don't get me wrong, okay? But if I had had that big sister, I feel like I wouldn't have struggled the way that I did. So I am deciding to be that big sister. So if this content resonate with you, I am asking you to stay so that we become chomies, we help each other grow, because I am still growing a lot. I am nowhere near where I want to see myself, and I don't think I will ever reach that point. But I am not where I used to be. Do you understand? So there has been so much growth that has been going on. There's still a long way to go, but I am sitting down here to share what growth has been achieved thus far. So if you resonate to this content, if this content resonate with you, if you want to hear more personal development stories, my nuggets, my thoughts, my beliefs that I believe have brought me to this point. Another thing that drives me is the fact that I am no longer where I used to be, and where I am is way better than where I used to be. So everything that has helped me get to this point, I believe is useful, and that is what I want to share. So if you believe that, maybe if that's something that you're also looking for, a big sister to hold your hand in your growth, then this is the channel for you, and I'm inviting you to stay. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Long time, and I just want to say welcome back, and I want to extend a sincere gratitude heart. Wow. So welcome back, and then welcome you to my channel. This is Aspire. Okay,